maybe I could just gloss over this. However, it wasn't just Machota who thought that the Cowboys, it was the only one that thought the Cowboys were eyeing tight end. Brian Broaddus went even further. He went on to say, not only are they thinking about drafting a tight end, but he believes that they will draft a tight end at 26. Take a listen to Brian Broaddus, courtesy of 105.3 The Fan.
Especially if you don't even have to give up a first-round pick, Brian. This is big opportunity knocking. If you ask me, is there any hope that the Cowboys are going to be in on this for you?
I've kind of resigned myself that they're going to pick probably a tight end at 26. Is what I would have to say. I just feel like because if you listen to Jerry talk about it, adding weapons and stuff like that, and Bobby Belt, I think when we have him on today, will tell you this as well. The more you visit with people in the organization, the more they want to get him weapons. I have a feeling that there's going to be a tight end on that board better than a wide receiver, and just in the draft.
Let's investigate. Let's talk about potential early round tight end options, because I don't think there is many, in my opinion, in the first round that you're taking. That's not to say that the class is a bad class, because I think it's a quality class. However, we're talking about pick 26. We're talking about drafting a tight end in the first round. There ain't 5 of them. There's hardly 3, but these are the 3 names that will come up when talking about tight end early. Dalton Kincaid. Go from Dalton Schultz to Dalton Kincaid. Probably the best receiving tight end of the bunch right here, these 3 guys. Didn't really participate too much in the combine, but he's the best of this bunch from a receiving standpoint. But I would not expect a ton from a Dalton Kincaid when it comes to run blocking, right? When it comes to the blocking prowess. But again, put a pin in this, because we'll talk about a guy after all this that I don't think you need to do it. But Dalton Kincaid is a guy the Cowboys met with, so clearly they are on his radar. Then you got the big guy, Darnell Washington. 6'7", about 270 damn near, and ran a 4.6 40, athletic dude. And a dual threat potential is what I use, because I didn't utilize him as a pass catcher much at Georgia, but he has that potential. I think Darnell Washington is the most intriguing option here, because he does offer that high floor as a blocker with kind of that unknown ceiling as a pass catcher for a team who could be looking to get a little bit more blocking out of his tight end. I think if he comes in, he instantly is going to help you in the blocking department, in the run game department. And I feel like Lunda Wells would fist pump in that draft from if they were to take a Darnell Washington. I think a lot of people would feel queasy taking the tight end in the first round, but I think he'd be happy about it because he's a tight ends coach. That's what they do. And then you got Michael Mayer, who is probably the most well-rounded guy, combo tight end of this bunch right here. The consensus tight end 1. Coming into this draft, 6'4", lost a couple pounds, 250, ran a 470 in the 40. He's the guy that's the most proven bunch of this bunch from a rounded aspect, but likely the least athletic, if we're talking about from an athlete standpoint. But he is the consensus tight end 1. Now, let me just say this. I am not for drafting a tight end in the first round. If they were going to do it, and there's some people that have mocked Mayer to the Cowboys, even Kincaid, I don't really see the reasonings to. Listen, y'all. I don't think Mayer moves as well as Ferguson. I don't think Kincaid offers as much in the blocking department as Ferguson. I don't think Washington is more polished of a receiver as Ferguson. So what I'm really trying to say is I think you got your tight end 1 already. I think you got your tight end 1. Now, Dallas did run a whole lot of 12 personnel last year, right? 31%, which was 6 in the NFL. So you could argue they're looking for a more sturdy tight end 2, but you're not spending a top pick on a tight end 2, right? You're not doing that. So I don't know how to take this. I don't know if this is a smoke screen. I don't know if they are like, hey, we've watched the film on Ferguson. We're not we're not high on it, but I'm going to tell you how I feel about the room and about the player. I feel like Jake Ferguson is your tight end 1. Y'all know I've jokingly called him the baby Kelsey. And Kelsey comes out and he says he reminds him of himself. So when you hear Broadus talk about they want to get a Kelsey type, I say, damn it, you got one.